Before DEI, Black professionals automatically knew that they had to be twice as good, twice as educated, and twice as experienced as their white counterparts to even be considered for the same opportunities. Tech claims to be about skills, but let's be honest, who you know still plays a massive role. I've seen less qualified candidates get jobs simply because they had the right connections. I've also seen hiring managers overlook highly skilled engineers from diverse backgrounds because they didn't fit the quote unquote culture. And I'm seeing how many talented people never even get the chance to interview because they weren't in the right circles or they had somewhat of a different name on their resume. Now, DEI exists to remove barriers that keep qualified people of all backgrounds out of opportunities they deserve. If the system was truly about merit, then why do we still have a lack of women in leadership, a shortage of Black engineers in cybersecurity, veterans struggling to transition into civilian careers despite having top-level skills? Also, first-generation college grads getting passed over for people with family connections. I mean, look at the numbers. I pointed them out on my channel multiple times. If you look at the STEM numbers, Black people are at 6% of people in STEM, and that's across all the different areas of STEM. So science, technology, engineering, and math. We are like 7%. And I'm sure you could probably guess who's at the top of that as far as percentages. DEI doesn't lower standards. It forces companies to stop ignoring qualified candidates just because they don't fit an outdated mold. In my opinion, it seems that we're heading back to the time of purging, where anyone who isn't white male will be unqualified to even breathe American air. It's crazy. For decades, unqualified people were handed opportunities simply because of their race, gender, and background. And no one called that unfair. I know you guys have heard of the good old boys system. I remember that from when I lived in Louisiana. But now that companies are making space for skilled professionals from different backgrounds, the ones who benefited from the old school favoritism suddenly want to claim reverse discrimination or reverse racism. It's funny to hear that over at the Lung Duke show. Shout out to you, Brian. I've been watching your content for years, but I just don't agree with you on this topic. And it's super funny how you want to lock out your own women from leadership roles. And then also veterans, all these veterans from Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, which I served with, are going to have fewer opportunities outside of the military.